Hey, good morning. It's Thursday, January 16th. Time for another everyday thought. Today we're going to be consumed with all kinds of pressures and concerns. Appropriate. The issue is, what do I do with these concerns that I have in life? Where's the pressure coming from? The pressure is coming from me thinking I have to take care of myself, rather than being able to entrust myself to my faithful shepherd. The Lord proclaims in Psalm 23 that he is our shepherd, and therefore I have no needs. That's a nice slogan to put on a wall and think about, but it means exactly what it says. If God is taking care of us, we have no needs. So much of our worry and pressure in life and frustration and anger at other people or our children or whatever is because we are consumed with things that we can't control. What we can't control is what God calls us to. Notice in Luke, and I've been looking a lot in Luke lately, and these things are so practical. In Luke 12, Jesus says this to his disciples: "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, or your body, what you will wear. Life is more than food, and the body more than clothes." He says, consider the ravens. They don't sow or they reap. They don't have a storeroom or a barn. Yet God takes care of them. He feeds them. And how much more valuable are you than birds? And then, who of you, by worrying, can add a single hour to his life? Since you can't do this very little thing, why do you worry about the rest? Wow. So much of our lives are consumed with trying to add another hour. But we can't control that. And so Jesus is saying very practically, don't be consumed by these things. Rather, trust the faithful shepherding care of God. You see, Jesus goes on to warn in this balance of this chapter that the things of this earth, they're not tangible. We think they are, but they're not. They can slip through our hands. Let me give you an example. We're concerned about funds and money, right? So look what's dropping here. Look at this. There's some coins, right? Some pennies. Look at that. Now watch this. Watch it again. What happened? It went right through my fingers. That's what happens when we try and hang on to stuff here. God is able to take care of us. What he wants us to do is to seek first his kingdom, his righteousness. And being connected to righteousness means being connected to relationships that honor God. Life is about relationships. John 17 says that life is about knowing Christ. And John goes on to say in chapters 3 and 4 of his epistle that knowing Christ is knowing and loving his people that he's placed before us to love. We need to represent God well, rather than trying to represent ourselves well. We shouldn't be irresponsible or frivolous, but it's irresponsible to try and hang on to stuff, just like those pennies that ran through my fingers, when we can't control that. What God wants us to do is to be concerned about bringing his goodness, his glory, his reputation to those whom he's called us to serve, so that we can make him good, great in their eyes. See, that's what life is about. That's investing in eternity, right now, today, in your life. That's what God's called us to. Don't hang on to things that are going to run through your hands. Hang on to things that are going to buy you an inheritance in heaven. They're going to last forever. This is not works righteousness. This is living out the beautiful grace of God, because he is our good shepherd. You think about that today. Look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. And thanks so much for being here. Have a great day.